Hello again. Here we are at section 9.7, and I'm actually going to be breaking this up into two videos, not because it's really long, don't freak out, but only because the two topics, I don't want to get them confused with each other. So the first topic in this section is going to be for 9.7a, and then the second topic will be 9.7b. And what we're talking about here are special right triangles. And we're not talking about the Pythagorean triple family triangles that we just spent a whole bunch of time with in section 9.6, but we are talking about specific angle measures in triangles forming a special relationship with the sides. So the first special triangle that we're going to talk about is the 30, 60, 90 triangle. And when we look at our triangle, we need to be very, very clear on which angle is the 30 degrees and which angle is the 60 degrees. I believe everybody can figure out which one is the right angle, right? Good. Okay. What you are going to be responsible for knowing is each of the sides in a 30, 60, 90 triangle have a special relationship with each other. So first of all, remember that if you have a really small angle, the smallest angle in the triangle is going to be opposite the smallest side. Okay? So when you look at this, angle 30 or 30 degrees is the smallest out of the 30, 60, 90. So this side over here should be the smallest of all three sides. And then likewise, the middle angle, which is 60 degrees, that's the one in the middle, should be opposite the middle length side. Okay? And I think it's very clear that the hypotenuse is going to be opposite the right angle. And it's the largest side because it's opposite the right angle, which is the largest angle. Okay, so very clear on that. Then what you have to remember is this special relationship, is that the smallest side has a length of x. The longest side, which is the hypotenuse, has a length of 2x. So you just double this length right here and you get the hypotenuse. To get the side opposite the 60-degree angle, you're going to take whatever this number is and multiply by the square root of 3. Now this seems a little complicated maybe, but when you start doing examples, you'll see how simple this is. So what if I told you that this side had a length of 5? And I said, find the other two sides. Well, this side is opposite the 30 degrees, so it's x. That means to find the hypotenuse, we just have to double it, and we get 10. To find the side opposite the 60 degrees, we're going to take 5 and multiply by the square root of 3. And there's your two other sides. So you didn't have to plug anything in, you just did these calculations really easily in your head. Okay? Let's try another one. What if I told you that the hypotenuse was 14? And I said find these two sides. Well, if you know the hypotenuse is 14, that's 2x. So to figure out x, we just have to divide by 2. So now we would know this side is 7. And then once you know what x is, you can plug that in here, and you get 7 root 3. Easy, right? Okay. Yes, it normally is that easy. However, there's one particular type of problem where it's not that simple. And that is, what if the side that they give you is the side that's opposite the 60-degree angles? So that's not x, and that's not 2x. It's x root 3. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to set up an equation that says 6 is equal to x root 3. We need to solve for x. So in order to solve for x, we're going to divide both sides by the square root of 3. And now is why we learned how to rationalize the denominator. So either you can do this really quickly in your head, or you remember that you're going to multiply the top and bottom by the square root of 3. We get 6 root 3 over 3, and then these can cancel to leave us with 2 root 3. So now we know that x is 2 root 3. That means this side, which is opposite the 30-degree angle, this side right here, is going to be 2 root 3. And once we know what x is, it's very easy to multiply by 2 to get the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is going to be 4 root 3. Okay? So these problems, half of them are going to be really easy when they give you the side opposite 30, the little side, or if they give you the hypotenuse. Very easy to figure out the other two sides. The harder ones are going to be when they give you the side opposite the 60 degrees. And then you'll have to go through this whole calculation to get what x is. Some of you might end up being able to do these calculations in your head and you'll figure out some quick pattern, and that would be awesome if you do. But if you don't, it's okay. As long as you get the right answer, I'm happy. Okay, that's it for section 9.7a. Bye!